This Iranian woman has unforgiving words for pro-Palestinians. That's breaking the internet now. Oh, this is because there's a big issue in Iran going on, and the people are uprising. They don't want to be in the regime anymore. They want to change. They want no dictatorship or whatever it is. They're rebelling, and so this Iranian woman is going to talk about it. It's interesting with the pro-Palestinians. Interesting. Let's have a little look.
And here's the part that they do not want to hear. You cannot claim moral superiority while excusing a regime that kills and murders women for refusing hijab, executes protesters, cuts off the whole nation of 92 million people from the internet, and uses foreign proxies as a
Yeah, the cutting off the internet is suspicious.
distraction from its internal collapse. You cannot pretend to care about Palestinians while ignoring Iranians being shot, tortured, and murdered by the Islamic Republic in Iran.
Yeah.
Right now, it's Free Iran, and the Free Palestine movement hasn't said a word. We have an Iranian woman here telling you exactly why the Free Palestine movement won't say
I just read that comment, bro. That's mad.
a thing. And for over 2 years, we have seen the Free Palestine movement claim that they care so much about humanity, that they're speaking up on all the important causes. But right now, you don't seem to see anything from them, and it is fascinating.
Yeah,
and it's
this
also
is
leading a lot
silent.
of people to now only understand what is really going on, what their motives have really been. I'm the other Barak, and I'm coming to you live and direct here from the Holy Land in Israel. It is
in the Holy
2026.
Land.
I hope all of you are doing so well. If you are brand new to my channel, I
Israel.
want to show you a ministry media
Israel.
never wants to show you. So now is your time to subscribe and head to shop.otherbarak.com and grab yourself some Other Barak merch. Let's get into today's video.
Iranian here. They keep asking the same question. Why are lefties, why are the loudest pro-Gaza voices completely silent when it comes to Iran?
I haven't seen any, but I haven't seen everything, so.
Well,
True
the
though.
answer is simple, because the truth exposes the lie. Because acknowledging Iran would shatter the ideological fantasy that they built. Let's be clear, Islamic Republic of Iran is not a victim of Western imperialism. It is a theocratic authoritarian regime that survives by exporting violence, funding Islamists, and crushing its own people.
Deadly. Deadly.
And yes, it funds Hamas, it funds Hezbollah, it funds all the little proxies around the region and around the world with Iranian people's money, not the government money, not the regime money, stolen money taken from the worker who cannot afford bread in Iran right now.
That's outrageous, isn't it? When it's seen like that, and when you hearing the people speak about it like that, it's terrible.
Families crushed
Terrible.
by inflation, taken from women
That
who are
inflation's
beaten,
terrible.
jailed,
And they've been in embargo and rough.
tortured, raped for refusing religious obedience. And this is why leftists are silent. Because Hamas fits their narrative, but Iranian people don't. Because Islamist violence against
Yes, it's very fucking strange to me. Like, I've not seen pro-Palestinians talking about Iran. I have not seen it. But like I said, I haven't seen everything. But it's very suspicious to me to see that.
Israelis can be reframed as a resistance. But Islamist violence against Iranian exposes the truth. Right now, as you're watching this, Iran, a country of more than 92 million people, is being erased in real time. Near total blackout for more than 24 hours.
Are they still fighting right now? Because I remember seeing it was the third week or something. What? Iran denies plan to execute protester. So they've got some protester. So it's still going on. Execution of condemned Israeli protester postponed, family told. What? Iranian protester execution postponed. Look, so they're doing executions and that. Good God, help us.
No internet, no call services, no connectivity whatsoever. And yet silence. No emergency protests on Western campuses, no hashtags, no solidarity statements, no megaphones, no tears. Because
Suspicious to say the fucking least. Sorry for my swearing. I'm trying to not swear. Why are you making me swear, man?
Iranian suffering does not fit their agenda. Because leftist movements today are not driven by human rights. They are driven by selective outrage and ideological loyalty. loyalty. They will scream about
She knows.
censorship unless it's done by an Islamist regime. They will condemn the state violence unless it's wrapped in
Deadly.
religious language. They will chant Free Palestine, but they will never say Free Iran because that will require admitting something unforgivable. That political Islam is not liberation, it is domination. And that is exactly what's been happening in the West, by the way. That they
That's shocking. Just that last little comment there from Fat Rick Bateman. He says only 25% of people will use their own discernment all of the time. 30 to 35% of people will always agree with a wrong answer if it seems popular. Yes, it's like wild. Crazy, innit? Bloody hell, there's no critical thinking.
Islamic Republic is
They're thinking for you, and that leads to a demise. Trust me, that leads to a demise.
not anti-imperialist, it is imperial toward its
But thank God there are people that are aware of this, and they will block it at every turn. And that's what we do.
own people. That Hamas is not some isolated resistance group. It is part of a broader Islamist ecosystem that is funded, trained, and sustained by the regimes like Islamic Republic in Iran. And here's the part that they do not want to hear. You cannot claim moral superiority while excusing a regime that kills and murders women for refusing hijab, executes protesters, cuts off the whole nation of
Because it's tied in with the religion. Deadly. Pure deadly.
92 million people from the internet and uses foreign proxies as a distraction from its internal collapse. You cannot pretend to care about Palestinians while ignoring Iranians being shot, tortured, and murdered by the Islamic Republic in Iran. That is not solidarity. That is ideological blindness. Iranian
Deadly.
people are not silent. They are being silenced. And the silence from the Western left, well, that's a choice. A choice to protect an ideology, a choice to excuse Islamism, a choice to look away when millions of people are suffering. Because their suffering, Iranian people's suffering, complicates a slogan. History will remember this moment. It will remember who spoke for universal freedom and who decided that some lives matter less than preserving a narrative. Long live Iran.
I don't really think
Wow, that was well, it's quite deadly, isn't it, when you really think about it like that. And you're seeing it from the person, like people that are there, people that are aware of the situation. She's Iranian. She's telling you about it. It's quite devastating. Rick says, yeah, it's weird too, because if you say anything bad about Islam to the leftists, they'll accuse you of Islamophobia. Yeah, this is the thing, bro. It's like the same, I've started to realise, it's the same as the whole gender stuff and the gay stuff. It's like the Islam stuff is all part of that as well. Like, you can't even mention it, you can't criticise it, you can't. And when you read their holy book, when you read the Quran, I come from a Muslim family, I changed. I had like a serious experience with Christ, and that's it, I follow Christ now. But, I'm coming from a Muslim family, so it's not like I'm here just slating them off or whatever, no. It's the truth. And when you read the scripture, you understand. A lot of Muslims haven't even read it. Wow.
it takes like a super smart person, even if you didn't know anything about the geopolitical situation in this part of the world, to take a peek into what Iranian people across the world are saying about the fact that the regime is being overthrown.
That's the place where you go and you find the information. We all know we live in a time where you can't trust the outlets. You can't really trust. You have to go search it yourself. Go find in the street. Search it to the level where you're finding it direct source and what the people are actually saying, and you will find it. And it's not so hard to find. All you need to do is look.
Where there are people burning papers of the Ayatollah. They are burning the flag of the IRGC.
That's what I was seeing.
These people, I mean, they're marching.
I was seeing they got a picture of the Ayatollah and they're like chicks as well, no hairscarf on, with a picture of the Ayatollah on fire, burning, and they're lighting up like a cigarette or something. Mad scenes, bro. It's like Iran always goes through these things. Like last time it was with the Shah as well. They want their freedom. They want the yoke of Islamism. They want that yoke off of them. They wasn't that they had Zoroastrianism or something like that. I haven't really looked into, but from what I understand, it's ancient. It's the ancient what their Persian belief, original Persian belief is. People are saying make Persia great again. People are saying, free Iran. This is what it seems like. If it's happening continuously, then that needs to leave. That regime, it needs to go. And the Palestinians, the Iranians, Persians, they need to bring back their culture, what it was before that. What's it been, 49 years since the Shah or something? 48 years, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's up to them at the end of the day.
By the hundreds of thousands, if not millions at this point.
But the moment you're learning about the situation, you can be aware and don't get brainwashed into it, you know what I mean?
The regime is doing exactly what we would expect them to do, which is firing back. You see all of this tension between Trump talking to them and saying, if you continue to shoot at people who are protesting against the fact that you have...
Yeah, the basic philosophy of Christ. Yeah, you simply cannot go wrong with that, in my opinion, honestly. I can't believe I denied Christ for so long, and I hadn't even read the Bible, didn't even read none of his words, nothing, my whole life, until, about a year ago, earlier on this year. Well, nice 2026, last year. But yeah, similar Buddhism. And then there's many similar characters like Christ throughout history.
Held them hostage
Great
since
sages.
1979. I will intervene, as in the U.S. will intervene. This is the language you have to use with
That's what
terrorists.
Trump's saying.
They don't speak nicely. You can't talk to me nicely, bro. That's not how terrorists work. And
it's mad.
I made a post about this recently. Like,
you have to approach them with their language, what they understand. If you kill people, we come kill you.
Muslim, Jew, Christian, progressive, conservative, Democrat, Republican, left.
And Trump's a savage. I can't lie, bro. Trump is a savage, especially with the Venezuela thing, bro. The whole world's looking, going, damn.
The right, black, white.
Damn. He went there, got him and his wife. What?
Me, bro, at this point,
Madman.
as a...
He says that he does it, but that's the thing that you can only admire with Trump. His first term, I was very skeptical because I was like, I wasn't really much into politics. I haven't really, I guess you've got to get into it as you get older. It's really weird. But on his first term, I thought, what? America's doomed. They're literally getting the guy from, you got fired. You're fired. Like Donald Trump, that guy with the wig and shit. He's going to be their president. This is going to be like Ronald Reagan and shit. That's what I was thinking. But he had the first term, done good, running America like a business, and as a successful businessman, you can't take that away from him. My father only gave me a small loan of $1 million. All right, that aside. But he is a businessman. He's a billionaire. Billions and billions of dollars. Then we got that Joe Biden run. You saw Joe Biden there, you're gone, that's a corpse being propped up. Cool. And then we got Trump again. Look what he's doing. He's saying stuff and he's doing it. He's saying certain things and he's doing the Venezuela thing, the Gulf of America, Gulf. Is he going to build the ballroom? They all want to make a legendary thing that stays for history. That's what they want to do, end of the day. Did I ever see the movie The Apprentice? It sounds familiar. It really does sound familiar. It's about Trump and it was absolutely eye-opening. Such a good movie. No, I haven't seen The Apprentice then. I'm thinking of another thing. I was thinking The Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's what I was thinking. What's that? Somewhere in my mind, that's what that is. But no, I need to see that. I'll check it out.
Human race, we have to all be looking at what is happening in Iran, and you have to be fucking cheering with joy.
I don't think I've heard him swear
wide
before.
Open for Iran, regardless. Put your politics to the side. What you are seeing
They're
is
standing
freedom,
up now,
it's
innit?
courage. It is nothing short of historic, man. Look at what's happening. You don't see this very often. It's incredible for the Iranian people. It's incredible, and unfortunately, it's not going to come easy. You obviously have a different agenda if you want to choose, just like what happened in Venezuela. If you're going to choose against the fact, what, bro? Because the U.S. bombed a fucking fisherman? The fisherman was complicit in drugs being transported that would have killed 23,000 American lives.
Damn.
The fisherman was innocent. It's absurd. We're going to continue to suffocate these ridiculous political agendas out of the system so that we can have power to the people. That is what 2026 is about. It's about.
That's what it's about, man, and that's what it should always be about, man. I think I agree with what he's saying and like twist out this bullshit. Like, gotta get rid of a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fluff. Even just Doge and the sort of information that Doge was releasing. You remember when he got appointed this position? Even just that information of the amount of waste. Man, apply that worldwide. Apply that to every country. This is great. These are the things that make good things. Audits, these things. Where's that money going? Where's that fund going? Where's this going? Let's follow that paper trail. Where did that money go? Where did that 100 million go? You know, these are like sums that us, sadly, as individuals, us, the members of the public, we won't even see these sums. 100 million? What? And that's just disappeared. What? You know? So, good, do stuff like that. People, do things for the people. And that's the way you're going to win. That's how we're all going to win. If you do things for greed and you do things for temporary gain, you ain't going to win that way, man. And we're all going to lose, in fact, that way. It's just going to be a bad time until that way is eradicated. Until we start doing good again. Because we are good. Humans are good. That's my belief. I think we're inherently good creatures. You know. I don't think anything is evil, naturally. You know what I mean? There's an issue. There's an issue, a sickness of the mind for that to happen. But inherently, you can see it in kids still. Kids still have the last bits of true, you know, peace, true love. You know, you can see it in kids. There's this joy. It's just joy and happiness. That's how we're meant to be. But imagine that as adults, even better. Damn. But, you know, we're getting there slowly but surely.
Power to the people. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love you. Links right below to help support me and my channel. Here is a note from me. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our...
So, that was a good video there by the other Barack. I'll put the video in the description as the time comes. The Vatican, Mafia, CIA, they control everything. It's controlled from behind the scenes by intelligence agencies and university system feeds into it. Yeah, I can believe that. Shadow governments and that, definitely. The Majestic 12 and such. They kept it a secret this time instead of making another British Empire. Yeah, that's it. That's right. I agree with that, bro. I would agree with that. Because, you know, one massive indicator was like the whole COVID thing. The way the world reacted to COVID was copy and paste. It was copy and paste worldwide. All the news was the same. No matter where you was in the world, it was the same, probably verbatim speech of fucking very similar. And that was like massive eye-opener. Like, wow, yeah. This was a test run. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it, yeah. I hope the best for the Iranian people, yeah. Free Iran. Let's see how it goes. And we'll keep an eye on it. Again, like I said, good video. I'll pop it in the description when the time comes.